Live coverage of the Alabama Bass Trail is presented by AmFirst Credit Union and sponsored by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Jax, Garmin, Rapala, VMC, Crush City, Pro Guide Batteries, Mountain Dew, American Bait Works, TH Marine, and FishAlabama.org.
Welcome to the second stop of the Alabama Bass Trail North Division at Lake Guntersville. 225 boats signed up for this event in August. It only took 7 minutes to sell it out. We are about to get started like we do at every Alabama Bass Trail tournament. We are going to start by standing up and paying our respects to our troops that serve this great nation here and around the world by the playing of our national anthem. and Dania Jong, all the way from California. Boat number 33, Tommy Petrosky and Barry Holbert. Boat number 34, Scott Norman and Todd Norman. Boat number 35, Timothy Campbell and Richie Todd. Boat number 36 going out solo today, Mr. Charles Estes. Boat number 37, Blake Hawkins and Josh Clark. Boat number 38, they have 2 wins on the Alabama Bass Trail here at this pond. Mr. Stephen McAvoy and Josh Butts. Boat number 39, Harry Payton II and Harry Payton. Boat number 40, Bobby Sharber and Jeff Preza. Boat number 41, Benji Seaborn and Jonathan Seaborn. Boat number 42, Danny Shell and Anthony Land. Good to see you guys. Boat number 43, Mark Singleton and Lee Jolly. Boat number 44, Zachary Taylor and Josh Austin. Boat number 45, Barry West and Dustin McDaniel. Boat number 46, Garrett Booth and Philip Booth. Boat number 47, Braxton Cups and Jeff Allredge. Boat number 48, Chris Duckett and Donovan Williams. Boat number 49, Zeke Gossett and Ethan King. Boat number 50, Delano Green and Delano Green Jr. Go get them, guys. Last boat of that flight. Boat number 51, Mr. Chad Hall and Ryan Hall had a third place finish at Smith Lake. I forgot about that. Boat number 52, Sean Hornbuckle and Barry Morris. Boat number 53, Heath Kelly and Kevin Breimer. Boat number 54, Brian Huffstutler and Stephen Morrow. Boat number 55, Eric Morris and Randy Tolbert. Boat number 56, Roland Liverett and Michael Smith. Boat number 57, Waylon Mullis and Jeff Fansler. We see you guys. Boat number 58, Teron Prince and Ivan Limley. Boat number 59, Daryl Newman and Isaac Perkins. Boat number 60, Tom Taylor and Russ Reynolds. Boat number 61, Greg Tomlin and Jeremy Tomlin. Boat number 62, fishing with an alternate today, Mr. John Maynard and Steve Jacques. Boat number 63, Billy Adcock and Darian Kyle. Boat number 64, Lee Brown and L.J. Brown. Boat number 65, Walker Brown and Sloan Pennington. See you guys. Boat number 66, William Darby and John Greenwood. Boat number 67, Jake Gibson and Michael Gibson. Boat number 68, Hunter Davidson and Bryant Fikes. See you guys. Boat number 69, Craig Grubbs and Matt Ferguson. Got their first win on the Alabama Bass Trail in 2024. Boat number 70, Danny Hurd and Fisher Hurd. Boat number 71, Justin Lane and Luke Mason. Boat number 72, Brian Johnson and Brandon Gross. Boat number 73, Dennis Miller and Anthony Gay. Boat number 74, Danny Long and Kevin Fallon. Boat number 75, last boat in this flight, Scott Myers and Ryan Myers. See you guys, thank you. All right, he's got a win here on this pond and had a big win last year. Boat number 76, Tracy Robinson and Dustin Robinson. See you guys. Boat number 77, William Nichols and Jake Young. Boat number 78, Gary Thacker and Carter Woodall. 79, Jeremy Sanders and Kelly Treese. Boat number 80, Jonathan Vinson and Wyatt Brown. Boat number 81, Jason Wizenat and Tim Baker. I see you guys. Boat number 82, Mike Young and Mel Kennedy. Boat number 83, multi-time winners on the Alabama Bass Trail, Damian Willis and Tyler Kiker. Ooh, they got a big time win on this body of water. Boat number 84, Donnie Beck and Tony Harvey. Oh, 30-pound bag right there. Boat number 85, Michael Briggs and Cody Kodra. Boat number 86, where is he? Mr. Shane Cox and Cameron Gaultney. Welcome back, Mr. Shane. Good to see you guys. So good to see him. Boat number 87, Joshua Campbell and Kevin Hollingswood. Boat number 88, Matthew Fincher and Jacob Kimbrough. Boat number 89, fishing with an alternate today, Elliot Galt and Lamar Patterson. Boat number 90, former winners on the Alabama Bass Trail, 10, Griffith and David Ayers. I think he's fishing solo today. Yeah, he is. Boat number 91, Vance Hines and Tim Hines. Boat number 92, Nathan Harbison and Charlie Harbison. Boat number 93, going out solo today. Boat number 93, Mr. Kent Keys. Oh, whoa, whoa. And Davey Campbell made a surprise appearance today. Wow. Boat number 94, Riley Johnson and Ryan Haney. Boat number 95, Devin Hobbs and Matt Mobbs. Sorry, Devin Mobbs and Matt Mobbs. Sorry. Boat number 96, making his way back to the Alabama Bass Trail this year, Mr. Phil Manzel and Frank Macklin. Boat number 97, Connor Morris and Preston Morris. Boat number 98, Johnny Patterson and Tom Messer. See you guys, thank y'all. Boat number 99, Alan Renner and Tristan Renner. Boat number 100, the last boat of this flight, Mr. Donnie Story and Denver Satterley. Boat number 101, Dylan Singleton and Chris Allen. Got you guys. Boat number 102, Harold Wells and Harold Wells III. Boat number 103, Shannon Thomas and Shane Kent. Boat 104, Michael Woolley and Kyle Llewellyn. Boat number 105, Ben Yarber and Jody Scrimshire. Boat number 106, fishing with an alternate today, Mr. Adam Brown and Jason Morgan. Welcome aboard, Mr. Morgan. Good to see you, sir. Boat number 107, they won this event last year in June. Fisher Anaya and Ryan Anaya. Followed up by your 2024 Anglers of the Year, Boat 108, Justin Bussey and Ben Webb. Boat number 109, Austin Foster and Joseph Day. Boat number 110, Kenneth Grover and Bob Blackerby. See you guys, thank you. Boat number 111, Parker Hamill and Jeff Hamill. Boat number 112, Travis Hill and Roger Comer. Boat number 113, Stephen Kirby and Nathan Kirby. Good luck, Coach. Boat number 114, Hunter Eichard and James Eichard. Boat number 115, Drake Luter and Tyler Wagnon. Boat number 116, first year on the Alabama Bass Trail, Jason Metz and Candace Metz. Boat number 117, Gavin Moy and Luke Gerald. Boat number 118, Dean Nelson and Dwayne Nelson. Boat number 119, coming off a big finish up on Chickamauga, I believe, Mitch Rollins and Jackson Rollins. Boat number 120, Caleb Swain and Houston Calvert. Houston's had a big win on this time before 2-0 dirty 30 bag. Boat number 121, Cody Hurley and Randy Ross. Boat number 122, should I say that he's off work today or not say that you're off work today? Cole Wade and Donnie Wade. Good morning, Mr. Donnie. Boat number 123, Dylan White and Jared Kowalik. Boat number 124, Lucas Wright and Donald Wright. And no Winston. Boat number 125, Adam Bain and Chris Colley. Boat number 126, Chris Britton and Eric Springer. Boat number 127, Ricky Campbell and Russell Silvers. Boat number 128, Logan Chittum and Jacob McNary. 129, Ethan Franklin and Steve Wilson. Boat number 130, James DeMoss and Eric Fuller. 131, Dalton Gregory and Dexton Gregory. Boat number 132, Brett Harp and Brady Harp. Boat number 133, Barry Hubbard and Jason McCullers. Boat number 134, Scott Lentz and Drew Thornton. Boat 135, going out solo, Mr. Brooks Goza. Boat number 136, big start at the Alabama Bass Trail at Smith Lake. Boat number 136, Mark McKegg and Tim Hurst. Boat number 137, Sam Moody and Ray Battles Jr. Good luck, guys. Boat number 138, James Myers and Mark Waits. Boat 139, Britt Perry and Chris Hargrove. Boat 140, Terry Pryor and Terry Mann. Boat 141, Nolan Spencer and Jonathan Reese. I'm going to even give them a big go Vols. Look at there. All right, 142, Charlie Steele and Logan Steele. 143, Dylan Tucker and Greg Tucker. New papa out there, buddy. That's a cute baby. Boat number 144, Kevin Westmoreland and Spencer Graves. From the Spencer Graves Show. Boat number 145, Chad Wilson and Hunter Wilson. Boat number 146, Rob Wright and Steve Atwood. Boat number 147, Ryan Adcock and Jonathan Marsh. Ooh, one of the new young guns out here on the Alabama Bass Trail. Boat number 148, Hunter Brewer and Nathan Brewer. Nathan, you're not so young. Boat number 149, Derek Coughlin and Jeffrey Kubalon. Boat number 150, Justin Buckles and Chad Jones. 151, Dustin Formby and Jonathan Prater. 152, Hunter Gilbert and Adam Carter. Boat number 153, Will Grisham and Andrew Fikes. And the winners from Smith Lake, Jeremy Lamb and his brother Jed going out. Woo! Look at those guys. Winners on Smith Lake. Boat number 155, Randy Hobbs and Mark Svedson. 156, David Kyle and Scott Callahan. 157, Wendell Eisen and Richard Eisen. Boat number 158, Bill Mayo and Walt Roberts. Good luck, guys. Boat number 159, Roy Morgan and Larry Freeman. Boat 160, Jonathan Post and Timothy Felder. Boat 161, Joe Newmans and Jeremiah Sparks. 162, Jamie Starnes and Ricky Fowler. 163, Jacob Scripture and Caleb Fisk. 164, Keith Van and Jeremy Jones. 165, Stephen West and Wendell Edgell. Boat 166, Eric White and Adam Fleeman. 167, Marty Wilson and Brian Mitchell. Sorry. Boat number 168, Alan Branham and Gene Branham. That brand new Phoenix boat somewhere. Boat number 169, Alan Barrett and Tyler Caldwell. Boat number 170, Christian Clemens and Michael Larkin. Boat number 171, Isaac Duncan and Will Duncan. Boat number 172 in the Dukes of Hazzard boat, Mr. Preston Henson and Adam Lynn. Boat number 173, Philip Harrell and Clint Gilbertson. They got a win at Lake Wheeler last year. Boat number 174, Luke Kyle and Arch Cornett. 175, Greg Jones and Larry McNeil. Last boat in that flight. Boat number 176, Joel Mayfield and Tally Mayfield. 177, Matthew Roberts and Terry Roberts. 178, Trip Nugent and Morel Deering. Boat 179, Jamie Smith and Michael Making It Rain. There they are. I see them over there. Boat number 180, John Watwood and Shane Barrett. Boat number 181, Lance Whitaker and Jeremy Briscoe. Boat 182, Scotty Cox and Trey Sorrells. 183, Jim Barnett and Scott Russell. See you guys. Boat number 184, Roman Calvert and Shannon Calvert. 185, Brent Crow and Jimmy Mason. Boat number 186, Ash Goja and Danny Pettis. Boat number 187, Paul Ernest and Chris Swindle. Boat number 188, Weston Hardiman and Andrew Bradford. 189, Jason Henson and Michael Jones. Boat number 190, Jackie Jones and Donald Jones. Boat number 191, Packy Lawrence and Jeremy Holden. See you guys. Good luck. Boat number 192, Sam Long and Jason Atkins. 193, Michael McLaurin and Jordan Boyd. 194, Mitch Mitchell and Candler McCollum. 195, Philip Nunley and Robin Erb. 196, Lee Pitts and Steve Engel. Boat number 197, Don Privet and Bruce Summers. Boat 198, Chuck Stevens and Dale Stevens. 199, Jeff Seabolt and David Seabolt. Last boat in this flight, boat number 200, Clifton Bates and Daniel Heidegger. Here we go. Boat 201, Dalton Spears and Charles Spears. 202, Anthony Vinson and Will Phillips. 203, Jonathan Weathers and Timothy Partridge. 204, Todd Beatty and Ethan McDonald. 205, Chris Blackwood and Larry Melvin. Boat number 206, William Carter and Chuck Medley. 207, Thomas Garbox and Jonathan Garbox. Boat number 208, Ron Cameron and Stephen Wood. Boat number 209, Joshua Fordham and Joey Nance. 210, Brett Harrell and Tyler Smart. 211, Tony Keith and Brian Gregory. Boat number 212, Shane Mears and James Mears. Boat number 213, Bob Power and J.D. Garrison. Boat number 214, Lucas Smith and Dalton Mize. Boat number 215, Lance Walker and Cole Walker. Boat number 216, Jimmy Wilson and Brian Holcomb. 217, Kevin Whaley and Kyler Whaley. Boat number 218, Tim Thornberry and Tyler Thornberry. 219, J.J. Atwell and Steve Fultz. Boat number 220, Brandon Blackwood and Clint Blackwood. Boat number 222, Trey Doust and Justin Doust. Boat number 223, Mike Fitzpatrick and Gary Fitzpatrick. 224, Philip Dukes and Bailey Dukes. And the boat we have all been waiting on. Boat number 225, Alan Hayes and Danny Bishop. Woo-woo! Guys, that wraps it up for 225 boats blasted off here at Lake Guntersville State Park. We got 3 wild and crazy guys out on the lake. Jason Duran, Darian Craig, and Luke Duncan to do their morning breakdown and start bringing you live bass action. And here you go, Jason.
Yes, ma'am, here we are. You know, last weekend was time change.
Guys,
this weekend is day change. It is Sunday. If you're not, don't be confused by the day that we're on today. If you're just waking up this morning, we are at beautiful Lake Guntersville, and we're gonna take just a minute and break down the baits that we think are gonna play today. I'll say this, you can't come to Guntersville and not think about grass. Grass is all it is about in Guntersville. It grows all year long. It's getting a little fresher right now, so we're looking for some of that newly growing grass. We're in the back of a pocket right now, and the thing to throw at Lake Guntersville is red. And even more is the striking red-eye shad, made in a couple different versions. You can get that one knocker version here. This one's the silent, so it's very quiet. So this morning, guys are really getting started. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guys in this pocket right here. I'll just say we're in Seabold so you'll know. But we're going to check out with the other guys here. They're all on camera this morning, and we are going to find out what baits they're going to be in, because I'm thinking it's a red-eye shad that's going to play. Guys, what do y'all think?
Jason Duran coming in clutch this morning, calling the red-eye shad. I'm going to go with also red, but I'm going with a Demon DT6. Come on. How about that? I mean, it's not a big secret on this lake, but the conditions are setting up perfectly. We've got pre-spawned fish that are getting fat. We've got a little muddy water flowing down the river from the weather yesterday. And the rumor is there's a lot of fish biting. And look, this Demon DT6, you fish it around that eelgrass, you can fish it around the riprap. But if it were me, I'd be throwing it around eelgrass, cranking it down to the tips of it and ripping it out. And I mean, you better hang on tight, because that sucker's gonna get you a bite. Luke Duncan, what you got?
Well, I agree with y'all on that wind and bite. I think it's definitely going to play a big role in getting checks, and I think this little joke right here, a Strike King hybrid hunter. What you know about that, Darian? I think you know a little bit about this. Coming through some of that shallow grass. I feel like with the full moon and the fact that we had some very warm temperatures this week, you're going to have a lot of fish that have made that push. That being said, you're still going to see some Crush City freeloading going on and Mooch Minna shaking. We got some guys right over our shoulder that are already getting after it with that right now, the Lamb brothers. So let's get out here for stop number 2 of the ABT North. A day late, but still great. Here we go.
We're on a boat already. All right, well, we've got the first boat of the day, boat number 38, Stephen McAvoy and Josh, the Wildman Butts. And crazy thing is this morning, we didn't even pull out the tracker to find Josh Butts. We just listened real closely and you could hear him hollering in that direction. We just took the boat headed in that direction and found it pretty quickly. Josh has a few wins on this lake, and specifically this time of year, and we're just gonna sit back and watch him. We haven't seen them catch any fish yet, but we weren't here as soon as they got here, so not exactly sure if they've got any in the boat. But we did get a report from Josh, which is stay back today. Now, when Josh Butts says stay back, you better listen and you better stay back. So we're probably just gonna camp out right here and watch. Jason, welcome in. I'm watching Josh and Steven going to work. They don't have one yet. What are you seeing over there?
It's kind of quiet over there where you are. Usually when you get around Josh, it's a lot louder. So I figured there'd be a lot more talking this morning over there. Must have his head down.
Yeah. Well, he specifically sent a note to us that said, please stay back.
Oh, really? Please stay back. Yeah. Well, you still should hear him from 100 miles away. So, got Craig Groves and Matt Ferguson here, Mississippi boys, Tishomingo and Pontotoc, Mississippi. So, used to live over there, not too far from there. So these guys made the trip this morning, nice and safe. Those tornadoes running through there yesterday. I know that's been the talk of the weekend for sure. We've had some really rough storms. That's why we're a day late today. These guys said they haven't really been catching much of them, but they're in the area. There are a bunch of guys right here. Throwing that red-eye shad, dragging a soft plastic behind him.
Morning, boys. Glad to join the party here on a little bit chillier day than I think we all thought we were going to get on the Big G. But moving this thing a day later, had the big front come through yesterday afternoon, and now we got some wind blowing right down the pipe, and it's got a little bite to it this morning. We're, Jared and I caught up with the Lamb boys. One half of the winners of the first stop at Smith Lake. Jeremy and Blake Hall won that event. Blake couldn't make this, so brother Jed is taking Blake's spot.
Luke and Jason, we've got the first vocal confirmation from Josh Bunce that he's alive and well this morning. He turns around and waves at all of us and tells his wife, Laura Ann, I love you, you look good in that Cobra, which is the boat that we're in today. I don't think he's got a fish yet. I will say that we just had a Facebook comment come in that asked how is the eelgrass going to affect the fishing today? And where we're at, actually, there's a massive pile of it floating. I'm imagining that's what... Jason, did you say fish on?
Yeah, we had fish on, got one too short, so folks at home saw all that. So
nice.
Keep going, Darren, you're doing good.
Nice. No, so the floating eelgrass definitely is an issue, and actually right where we're sitting at, I don't know if Kenny, if you can see it right to the left of of Josh, you can see that floating pile right underneath that idle speed, no wake sign. That is a massive, just mat of floating eelgrass, which definitely makes it difficult to cast at. Josh, basically every cast they reel in right towards the end of their retrieve, they're hitting that mat every time. So you can definitely fish around it in some areas. Actually, last summer, the ABT that Fisher and Ryan won, they were fishing pretty much through that eelgrass the entire day. So it's doable. It definitely is not fun to be fishing around, but I would say that's probably going to be a little bit of an issue throughout the day, especially with the rain that we had yesterday, all the wind, current, just going to break up a lot of that eelgrass and pile it up. So if you get in the wrong stretch, you could be, kind of blown out with the eelgrass. Oh, we got a fish over here, Kenny, over on the left. I don't even know if that's a tournament boat, but I still wouldn't mind watching it.
Darian, you're talking about those eelgrass issues. I'll tell you some issues that are taking place out here for the Lamb boys and myself too. And I was talking to the one and only Noah Dickinson about this. He said, speaking with Andrew Loberg yesterday, there's a lot of interference when it comes to live scope right now. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's all the water is stirred up, a lot of sediment. You got a lot of pollen right now. Well, I can tell you my live scope in my boat, it would be very hard to see my bait or fish right now, and that's what the Lamb boys just turned around and said. They've adjusted the transducer. I don't know how many times they keep pulling the trolling motor up, but it's the same way here in my boat. It's very, very hard to see. And for all the live scope haters out there, they're probably commenting right now, oh, bless those guys' hearts. That kind of thing. But,
they're going to have to go real fishing now.
Yeah, real fishing.
Well, I will say I don't know if we're going to get to this yet, Luke and Jason, but we are going to have a weight guessing challenge like we always do. Maybe now's a good time to do that, but for the viewers on Facebook and on YouTube, we're always going to do a giveaway for the winner, whoever guesses the weight correctly. You only get 5 guesses because we did have a tournament where people were just commenting. Basically, Jason's got another fish. Whoever Jason's covering is actually catching the crap out of him. We'll keep watching that and keep our eye on it, but we're going to have a weight guess. So any of the viewers at home, if you want to comment your winning weight guess, we'll be doing a giveaway on Facebook and on YouTube. And if you also share this live video, if you're on Facebook, hit the share button. I'll see if Miss Kay will throw in a couple extra weights. I think we could pull that off.
The Lamb boys are on the way out. We're going to chase them, boys. We'll see you at the next spot. Dude, what's the deal with that? When mine's mine too.
All right, first fish going in the box, boat number 69. Greg Grubbs and Matt Ferguson. Caught the first one there you saw on camera. Was a little short. Turned back around and caught another one. This one's going in the box, so off to a good start here. see the net getting out way up there. So got another team way up in front of us there, catching line. Put one in the box, probably. Darren, I see you got some company over there on the bridge. Is that another ABT angler or is that somebody else?
Well, I can't tell with the one that they're actually throwing at. I believe it's an ABT angler, but I really can't tell. We do have one guy right here to our left, really close. They are not ABT anglers. But as of right now, there's there's three boats fishing the same bridge.
I've been there in the mornings before, and there's probably 10 or 20 people trying to fish that same spot.
Yep.
Would you classify yourself as a bridge fisherman?
I'm absolutely not a bridge fisherman. This is my least favorite thing to do, and I have zero patience for it. The funny thing, the first time I ever really fished this bridge was with Rex Chambers way back, I don't know,
Wow.
2011 probably. And the guy who's on the other side of the bridge, he resembled Rex. As soon as I saw him, I thought he resembled Rex. But Rex was one of those guys who could sit here on this bridge all day long, and he actually fished it a lot different than this. He sat way, way, way out. I mean, probably 40 yards back behind where we're at, and make really, really long cast all the way to the bridge, but always stay short of it. But he always talked about how a lot of people, when they fish this bridge, they stay pretty close to it, or they fish the riprap corners or fish down the riprap. And he was talking about landing his bait behind all the other boats where it's a little bit deeper at, and fishing for unfished for fish. He talked about that a lot.
It is definitely a different way to fish it. You know, you're sure that that bridge probably gets more pressure. You know, all the bridges on Guntersville get a lot of pressure, but it's crazy how much pressure those bridges get, and still guys like Josh Butts and Rex can pull up there and just catch them, you know, year after year.
Yep.
We've got about 20 boats that I can see where we are, and now they're way spread out.
Wow.
But did you guys have any guys running the back of brands where you are?
No, we never saw anybody go under the bridge. Actually, we haven't seen but just a few boats even come to the bridge at all.
Wow.
Possibly they might have went under. They might have went under and went before we got over here, but yeah, we haven't seen anybody.
I expected a bunch of guys to go under the bridge and go way back in the brands.
Yep, I did too.
We've got guys fishing the grass. We've got guys scoping. We've got guys fishing the bank. So we've got it all happening right over here.
Are you like kind of on the back half of Seabold Creek?
I'll say it this way. I can see the sailboats where I'm standing, where I'm sitting.
Nice.
I can't cast to them, but there are 4 guys fishing around the sailboat, so. Tends to be a popular area, from what I hear. Not as many secrets on Guntersville anymore as it used to be.
No, definitely not. There was an ABT one in there right where you're at one year.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of who it was that won. It was, Kay will have to fact check me, but I believe Jesse Wiggins and...
I think
Did they win? Jesse and Wes?
I want to say there were 2 boats in there that day. I do remember that.
Yep. And it was Brent Pro was also in there.
Push for that.
Jordan and Wesley, my bad. Jordan, Wiggins, and Wesley.
That was a good day.
Well, good luck. Guys, we're on 121. We've got a little bit of, we got 3 or 4 boats in here. We got Zeke and Ethan, Zeke Gossett, Ethan King in the background. We got Fisher and Ryan Nye in the background. And we got 121, Cody Hurley, Randy Ross. And then there's a boat, 2 other boats in the way back, but I can't tell who they are just yet. But very popular area, and looks to be a lot of scoping going on. Boat 121 says they are not liking what they are throwing so far. They didn't have a fish in the boat yet. But I do think things are starting to take shape on what this tournament's going to be as far as what battle is going on. You're hearing Jason and Darian talk as I was running over here. You know, you're going to have a lot of fish get caught on bridges today. You're going to have a lot of fish up there in that shallow eelgrass and hydrilla, milfoil. You're going to have some fish just right on the bank. I think we're going to see some spawning fish even potentially today in some areas if they can actually see them with the water clarity. But then the suspended fish that are still on bait that are staging out in front of these spawning areas, and that's what we're seeing right here. There's a ton of boats in this area stacked up, all pretty much scoping, looking for those suspended fish, either throwing a jerk bait or throwing that freeloader mooch minnow on a jig head. What we're seeing so far. As we mentioned when we were on the Lamb Brothers, forward-facing sonar, my live scope, and everybody else's I've talked to so far, it's a lot of interference with this watercolor. I think we've got a lot of pollen, like a real thick layer of pollen on top of the water as well, where all this wind's been blowing, and it's stirred up. But talking to the Lamb boys, they just kept trying to adjust their live scope and thought it was just theirs. And as they left, they said, well, if we can't see them, we can't catch them, so we're going to have to just go fishing and quit messing with live scope. And that was their decision. They were going to move out, and I made the comment, I said, well, yeah, it's really weird how much interference is here. And they were pretty happy to hear that it wasn't just theirs. They thought they had a unit acting crazy. But myself, cameraman Noah Dickinson, his live scope's got a lot of interference. It's really, really interesting. So that's going to play a factor.
I think it feels the same way my head feels from all this pollen we've had the last week. Same sinus,
No doubt about that.
Sinus crud, the live scope crud, you know.
No doubt.
Just
All
have a
this
coughing
crazy
fit
weather.
sometimes. Yep.
Between the pollen and the pressure changing every other day at this point.
Whew.
Got everybody messed
Man.
up.
I could have just about filmed from the dock where I put in this morning.
I was just about to ask, are you still in Seabold?
Yep. Had you put in there this morning? I think I beat you.
I called an audible. No, I called an audible. I ended up
Oh.
going to the state park. Yeah, I ended up putting in at the state park this morning. I went away from the original plan. Had to screw everything up like always,
Yeah.
you know. Just keep Miss Kay on her toes.
Well, good thing I didn't wait on you then. I stopped and got a biscuit. I thought Darian might be there, but he wasn't.
I think Darian got out of bed about 6:15 this morning. I texted him to make sure he was up
Yeah.
as I was rolling early, just And he didn't text me back until about 6 o'clock. My boat was almost in the water when he's like, I'm up now.
Yeah. I saw you had to get on the bank for a minute at blast off. I thought you were going to be late. I saw your boat being driven around by your cat. I saw you had a caddy. You had a caddy that was driving you around. So
Jared, Jared's a real teammate, man. It's a power team out here.
I tell you, when I came through this morning, every ramp was full. You know, I think guys are itching to go fishing. They know how good the fishing's been at Guntersville, and you know the ABT's here. But man, we're still going to go fish today, which is cool. I mean, this lake's big enough to let everybody have a good day. And
well,
the gas pumps were full this morning, and
oh yeah, the terrible weather Saturday kept everybody off the water too, I'm sure, for the most part.
Yeah.
So everybody's chomping at the bit to get them a dose of these Guntersville bass today. Now it's going to be sunny and beautiful today.
if this bird doesn't turn, the birds are flying so close to me, right? I mean, they're literally like wanting to land on the boat here. I've got, I guess you'd call them a flock of black ducks eating in the grass back here. We're gonna just keep sliding back a little bit. There's a few guys in the back of this pocket here that keep working in and sharing water well together, but I did see a couple of them catch, so we're gonna just kind of keep easing back.
How many y'all got? One? Got the Anaya boys right here on top of us. So y'all were having that issue too then with your live scope, yeah? Okay. There's Fisher and Ryan. I got 1 3-pounder. They just said same thing. They're having so much trouble seeing their baits, seeing the fish when it comes to live scoping. About 107 today, Fisher and Ryan and I. And you got Zeke and Ethan King. Zeke Gossett, Ethan King just right over their shoulders. Boat 49. Hadn't got to talk to Zeke and Ethan yet. And then you got a couple boats at the back of the pocket here as well.
I will say the first fish catch today was on a red-eye shad. Just saying.
That's like saying ice cream's delicious. You know what, Jason? You can't say that with Guntersville. You can't be like, oh, they're going to catch the first one on a lipless crankbait.
It was easy. It was easy, you know? Yeah. It was too, probably. You know, light line.
This just in, a lipless in the grass.
Every time.
How many will get caught on that today? No joke. Like more than 50% of what gets weighed in.
I mean, I'm looking at everybody I'm looking at right now is throwing some sort of that. One of them at least is. The other one's dragging some kind of plastic.
Got to think we're going to see some thunder cricket, vibrating jig action too today.
Yeah.
Some square bailing going on.
Crawl on the back of that would be good. Whew, the sun's burning.
Welcome back, Darian. Did you go to Jack's?
Yeah, I had to go run over to Jack's, grab me a little something, and come back. A little quick run. Sometimes I'll tell Kay, hey, let me out so I can go cover another boat. I just jump over to Jack's, grab a biscuit, hop back on the same boat, so I couldn't find anybody.
Pro move.
I'm surprised they don't even just deliver to you as much as you eat Jack's.
Yeah, I stay on that Jack's bag. I'm caught up with Matthew Roberts and Terry Roberts. They've got one fish. Didn't say how big it was, but they both smiled. So we're gonna keep watching them fish. Sounds like we're gonna go to a break here soon, and we'll jump back over and finish up with these guys. Both of them throwing a jerkbait.
We appreciate everybody tuning in so far this morning to the ABT stop number 2 here in the north on Lake Guntersville, beautiful Lake Guntersville State Park, and we'll be back in just a few moments for more live action from the Tennessee River.
The Alabama Bass Trail is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, Landers McClarty Chevrolet, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
With 69,000 acres of deep blue water to dive into and so many possibilities to explore, why would you want to go anywhere other than Lake Guntersville, Alabama's great natural attraction?
Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Here at Landers McClarty Chevrolet, it's time to pick your offer on a new Chevy Silverado 1500. That's right, pick the offer that's best for you. Choose rates as low as 2.9% for 72 months, or how about up to $12,000 off all Silverados? They have the best selection in years with over 500 pre-owned vehicles available. Big store, big on savings, and big on customer service. Visit LandersMcClartyChevrolet.com.
The perfect checking account doesn't exist. Not at a bank, that is. So why do you keep looking there? At AmFirst, you can get no minimum balance or monthly fees, an instant issue debit card, and free checks with unlimited check writing. But who doesn't want more? Like a rewards program you'll actually use, and convenient digital tools that make it easy to manage your account from anywhere. Now you could try and find that at a bank, or you could save yourself the trouble by checking with us.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Auden, Head Fury, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
Jack's here, and we've noticed a lot of so-called value meals don't seem to value your appetite. That's not the case with our $6 dinner deals after 4. Choose from 2 pieces of hand-breaded fried chicken, savory chopped steak, chicken fried chicken with house-made gravy, or juicy 3-piece chicken fingers, along with 2 generous sides and a made-from-scratch flaky biscuit, all for only $6. As for all those other value meals out there, well, bless their hearts. We're Jack's, and we're all about the South.
Welcome back to the Alabama Bass Trail live at Lake Guntersville, stop number 2 of the Alabama Bass Trail North Division. Current temperature 58 degrees. Water temperature this morning at blastoff was 64. 225 teams took off this morning from the state park. They signed up in August in just under 7 minutes and filled this field. We are excited to be back at Lake Guntersville. This is where everything started for the Alabama Bass Trail. Our first tournament was held here February 1st, 2014, and 3202 was the winning bag, and that record still stands today. We are excited to be back. We want to thank Katie Norton and all of her staff at the Marshall County Tourism and Sports Authority here in Marshall County. Excited to be here. It is every year we've been to Lake Guntersville. I don't think that you can have a tournament trail in the state of Alabama without visiting the 69,000 acres here at Lake Guntersville, the crowning jewel of the state park system, as well as stop number 1 of the Alabama Bass Trail. So looking forward to being here today. Last week there was a tournament held on this body of water, 60 bags that went over 20 pounds. What will be our winning weight today? I know Darian's already given the call to action. Guess the winning weight. We're going to be sending out a prize pack there as well. Maybe slip a couple of extra things in there Miss Angela's got up her sleeve. So I do want to thank you for tuning in. Please like and share the post on Facebook. Please like it on YouTube. Tune in. Darian, Jason, and Luke will be all over the lake today trying to show you as many fish catches as you can. Please put any comments or questions that you would like for us to post to them down in the comments section, and we'll be glad to ask that to them behind the scenes. Teams that you are going to want to watch, we've already seen one of them. Stephen McAvoy and Josh Butts, they have 2 wins here. One had 28 pounds and one at 29.55. So they are known to be big fish catchers. They are fishing in the Browns Creek area, as you saw earlier on live. You got Jason up in the Seabold area. A number of boats are around him as well. And then Luke, or Darian, is floating around now. And then Luke is also out there. I think he is on, has been on the Lamb Brothers, but he's on Fisher and Naya, Ethan and Zeke. So we're going to get out to them just a little bit. We are here on Sunday, and guys, the reason is we had a bunch of intense storms push through the state of Alabama as well as the entire South yesterday. A lot of damage in our state, a lot of people that lost their homes, businesses, and several lost their lives. So we are glad to be here today and glad that we're able to bring you live coverage. And so we're going to get back out on the water and let you see all of that. Hopefully we'll be able to cover your favorite angler today. Again, if you have questions or comments, please post those in the comments section, and we'll be glad to pose those to our on-the-water analyst and to the teams that they cover today. So we're going to get back out on the water. I know Darian and Jason are on different teams, so we'll get out there right now and let you guys see it. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep, we're still out here on boat number 177. We've seen them catch, I believe, one more fish since we were on the commercial break. I don't know if we can maybe feed that fish catch in later or something, but they're just throwing a jerkbait on these humps. And it sounds like, I mean, from the fishing report I got, there was a lot of that going on. Fishing different humps, it's got grass on them. You can see they're both throwing a jerkbait, but they're ripping it. You can see that as soon as they hit grass, they're ripping that bait free. And that's kind of the key. When you get down into the grass where the fish live at and then rip that jerkbait out, or whatever bait you're throwing, a lot of times that's when you're going to trigger a reaction bite. But Jason, well, how's it going in Seabold?
Well, we got our first limit so far of the day. Zachary Taylor and John Austin, boat 44. Guys, got off to a good start with 5 in the box. That's always the way to go. Got a good one in there too. What kind of weight's that good one? 5. Pushing 5.5. That's awesome, dude.
Not a true giant.
Hey, you know, Guntersville giant. You know, 5 of those, we'll take them.
We'll take that all day.
All day. How was practice?
It wasn't great. We didn't get to practice much. We caught a good one here in practice, about the same size. We caught plenty of fish. I hadn't caught any giants, but we were talking about that on the way here. It might be a good thing getting around fish, that's 95% of it. So we've only got a couple of spots. We're probably going to stay in here pretty much the whole day.
Just kind of ripping it through the grass, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, we haven't caught them on the same bait yet.
Really?
5 fish on 5 different baits. Which is odd because we caught them all on the same bait here Friday.
Was there any concern that the storms would kind of just blow everything out?
I thought maybe the water would come up and the fish would either go in or go out, but so far they seem to be about where we left them.
Just kind of hanging out. That's good.
The water didn't dirty up too much. It might be a little dirtier, but
What kind of weight y'all think it's going to take today?
I mean, it was like last weekend. The sky's the limit, but I bet it'll come back to reality a little bit. So,
Yeah.
28, 29. Yeah,
This front kind of pushes through.
20 to get a check probably would not be unreasonable. We're just hoping to stay in the top 100. I mean, what I liked about having these storms roll through is I felt like it would kind of even the playing field a good bit.
Well, it either gave the fish a break yesterday or just kind of woke them all up either,
That's exactly what we said, was that, you know, the best thing that might happen for us in the few spots that we found that had multiple fish is that it has to stay Saturday off, because nothing that we found was unique. So at least maybe they've gotten some rest and some people laid off of them.
Good deal. We're going to slide back and watch the fish. Good job, guys. Thank y'all for your time. So you got boat 44, Zachary Taylor, Josh Olson. Got 5 in the box, got 1 over 5.5, so that's a really good start. You know, we're looking for that 20 pounds probably today to have a chance at cashing a check. Upwards of 20, if not over 30, to take home the win today. So good start for those guys to get 5 in the box with a good many teams fishing around them. They said that their practice, was not all that great. They did catch a lot of fish, but haven't even caught any fish today on the same bait. So they kind of mix it up a lot. They felt pretty confident that the fish were still here after practice. After all the storms we had yesterday, I think that's what a lot of guys are trying to figure out today is, hey, are my fish even still there? With the water coming up, all the rain, all the wind, all the lightning, really could change the conditions, but for these guys it hasn't really changed a lot. They're still here, so that's a good sign for these guys that are all out here today trying to go after that first place win. And it's good to see there's a long trail of guys in here with them. We're about to pull up on another team right here. We're just going to kind of bounce around and see what we got here. Wind feels like it's blowing straight out of the south. Sitting over here, water temp's about 57 degrees, and that is a magic number when it comes to this time of year. We're looking for fish to go back shallow and start to make that pre-spawn to spawn time. We'll work our way here to the next team and get a boat number so we'll know who they are. Got to have the sneak approach today so that we don't get a crankbait thrown in our face. Casting into the wind. And here it comes. Big time. Morning, Morning, guys. What's your boat number? 61. What kind of weight you got?
We got two right now.
Got two. 2 5-pounders though, right?
That would be nice, but no.
Okay. That's off to a good start.
Yeah. That's about the way it's been. It's been a slow bite.
Yeah. The question everybody's been asking is, how did the storms affect it today?
I know, that was everybody's question.
Yeah.
I don't know, we haven't been fishing long, but it seems like they're in the same places they were.
Yeah. That's what we want, right?
That's what we want.
Yeah.
Just have to pick them off one at a time because it's not going to be fast, period.
Yeah. Looking for those key bites, though. Just takes 5 big ones.
Yeah.
And 5 bites. Greg Tomlin, Jeremy Tomlin. Got 2 in the box. I guess everybody feels like the fish are going shallow, right?
They have been on the move. Yeah, we practice Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And it just seems like they got shallower every day.
Wow. Ms. Kay has said we've been to Guntersville every year. We've already been here once this year with the 100 earlier this year, and the Tomlins have been here 5 times. And in the 5 times they've been here, starting in 2017 with a 15th place finish, 2019 a 5th place finish, 2020 a 6th place finish, 22 10th, and 23rd, 22nd. So they have cashed a check in every event they have fished here at Lake Guntersville with the ABT. So that's a consistent deal, and that's the thing about anglers on the ABT is being consistent. Signing up year after year is one thing, but fishing and cashing a check in events year after year is important as well. So they're a favorite today. They're one of the teams that we expect to for sure catch a check, but hopefully be a team that standing up there at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the day. They're on their way there. They said that, just looking for 5 good bites. They got 2 decent at this point. The team up here in front of us is catching another fish. We're going to get over there to them in a little bit. That's the thing. Guys are catching fish around us. That's a good sign. 2 teams we've talked to have said that the fish are exactly where they were in practice. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a lot of teams were here practicing, and the fish haven't moved despite the crazy storms that we had yesterday and last night. Gave probably a fish a day to rest, because nobody really could have been out here on the water yesterday fishing, even the locals and the regulars that are here. Oh, they got another one. I'm just going to keep my eye on them. They're putting another one in the box up there in front of us. So. Darren, we have got fish catching going on all around us. Hopefully you're on a team or getting to a team that's got a limit.
Yeah, we just actually got over to these guys, but I think the problem I'm going to have a little bit, or probably all of us, but the wind is so strong, it's hard. I mean, I was just yelling at a team that was really close to us, and they couldn't hear us at all, so probably going to have some difficulties actually getting these guys' boat numbers, probably throughout the entire day, I would imagine. But and especially like when they're fishing these humps, you can't get close to them because they're just working the entire hump and the drop, so it makes it a little bit difficult. But we're in the All Reds area, and there is Luke just quoted a song in the background of I believe Fergie, but I'm not even gonna mention that. But yeah, we got a lot of jerkbait going on over here.
I was with it.
Yeah. A lot of jerkbait going on. We've seen a lot of fish catching in the background too, but Jason, back where we're at in All Reds, there's a lot. It's a lot more spread out than where you're at. Probably the same amount of boats, but there's 100 yards between each one of them, so you can't really.
Oh wow.
I don't know if I already answered that, but I would say the watercolor is not nearly as bad as what I thought it would be. There's a lot of floating eelgrass, and you can even see it all throughout the water column. There's definitely stuff floating throughout the water column, but it's definitely not muddy. I'd say it's, oh, we got a fish on right here. The net's out. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's a good one. See if they put it in the box or not. It's probably 2.5 pounder, not as big as I thought. But yeah, to answer the water clarity question, it's definitely, I would say it's like perfect water clarity. And also, like, as commentators, we're going to talk about the wind all day just because it makes it difficult to do our job. But I believe that in the pre-spawn, when you get this much wind and it's, pushing the bait all around, and you've got some sort of water disturbance like on the surface, I think that's when you catch really, really big bags. In my opinion, it's a little bit more difficult to fish in, but I think this is like perfect fishing conditions for Guntersville, fishing these flats.
I think we're going to slide back just a little bit, Darren, and let you take control for a little bit here. I got a team that is just on a flurry up here in front of us catching them, so we're going to slide back.
How many y'all got? How many y'all got?
4 fish.
Nice. What's your boat number?
53.
Nice. 4 fish, boat number 53. Putting one in the box.